Whoa, hope I got my homework done because I fucking passed out. Whew. A night of restlessness has left me feeling fairly groggy this morning. The events of the previous day keep intruding upon my mind. Memory of how Emmy felt against me. Memory of our wrestling match. Most bothersome, the memory of, well, her nightmare. She was in so much pain. I can't stop wondering what it must be like for her to wake up with nobody there. The shower shocks me awake with hot water. Awake, but still worried. Worried that I one day may get raped in the shower by Kenji and soon lose all feelings in my butt and never be able to poop again. What will happen today? Will things just go back to normal? End of the episode? Back to the status quo? There was a connection yesterday, something that nearly pushed us past the boundaries of a normal friendship. Would that have been so bad? My mind goes back to looking at Emmy's eyes after our pillow fight. It almost seemed like she was going, daring me to go on. Almost. But I can't know for sure. Because rape carries a very heavy sentence. Anyway, the track captain's probably the first in her affections. But even as I say that, my mind is already snorting decisively. I'm just looking for an excuse. A reason for anything to go wrong. A reason to try not to. It's not even as if I've seen the two of them together outside of track practice. And clearly he's never visited. Emmy said as much as herself. If they were close, surely he'd visit. I'm such a wuss. Wussy wuss. I'm a pussy and a pansy. I'd just go for it anyway. Damn the consequences. That's what Emmy would do. I think, hell, I know that's what she'd do. Which is partially why I'm convinced there's no interest on her end. She hasn't acted either. Maybe because of the track captain. It's possible she's got a bit of unrequited crush going on there. But who was able to clarify the relationship? It sure as hell can't be Emmy. She's probably just laughing. That's why I want to know. And I'm not ready to answer that yet. Rin probably give me some cryptic answer or something, and then if any luck, she'd just ask Emmy, who would ask me, and why I want to know. Not really covered that problem, and I don't want that. I wonder, could I get away with asking the nurse? He seemed very protective of Emmy, and I'm sure he'd know something was up. And he owes me for not letting Emmy know he forgot to tell me for being ill, so he'll keep quiet. What if he asks me why I want to know, though? I could shake him off. Just say I'm curious as a friend. He'll buy that, won't he? I want to know. Is she taking a penis from someone else? Should I know about this? I want to stand up to that guy. If he treats her bad, I'm going to fucking break his legs. That's what I do as a friend. Of course. That's settled then. After the run, I'll talk to him while Emmy's waiting outside the office. Okay. There's no sign of Emmy here when I arrive. Is it still too ill? I just had to give her 10 minutes. A little early, and she was ill yesterday, so I take a while to show it up. It shouldn't be surprising. Still, I hate to just waste my time, so I occupy myself by stretching and pacing back and forth anxiously. What if I went too far yesterday? What if she doesn't come because she's embarrassed? What if... All my thoughts are cleared. You're early again, Hisao. I'm impressed. Just like that, I feel some of the tension leaving my body. Emmy seems to be bright and cheerful as usual, with no sign that she was till the other day. Much less than a restful sleep. What? Much less than... What? Than she even was ill the other day. Much less than less than restful sleep. There we go. Of course she had less than restful sleep, alright? You consoled her. You were there. You were her big pillow. Alright? She spooned. You were a spoon. And you were there like a teddy bear. So Hisao the teddy bear. Good job, Hisao. Still I have to ask. Did you sleep well last night? You sleep alone? Did you sleep alone Did you sleep alone and well? With everything okay? You have a boyfriend? Who? Hi, you know Kenji? He's really, really good in feminist agenda conspiracy. I still think the trees are in her eyes, that her entire eye is transparent. It's just a throwaway question, small talk. So I think people ask when someone bump into a cafe while getting their morning coffee. Yeah, you had sex last night? You slept good? That's a weird question to ask someone. You bump into someone for coffee. Hey, you sleep good? You 2 to 12, you sleep good? It's more just like a question that's like, hey, how you doing? Not you sleep good. It's fucking awkward. But not for us, at least. Not for me. I don't know if Emmy realizes I'm actually concerned about how well she slept last night, but the question does give her pause. After a short moment of what seems like a genuinely pondering this, she nods. Yep, sure did. You're lying to me. You're fucking lying to me and breaking my heart. Was it because of me? Did I actually help? Or are you just saying that to get me to stop asking questions? Probably the latter. The triple latter. Good to hear. Good. I'm happy for you. Emmy grins and begins warming up. So, ready to begin? Am I ready? Of course I'm ready. I was born ready. Can we get more cliche, Hisao? Seriously, she may want your penis and you gotta go cliche on her? Girls don't like cliches. Trust me. I've been with a few girls in my days. Yep, no cliches. No cliches. Okay, so maybe a couple. A few was a little much. Okay, so there was one. Alright, so it was a friend. Okay, so we didn't do anything. Alright, so I didn't even know her. It was just an acquaintance. Alright, she was a porn star. And I followed her on Twitter. And she didn't like cliches. I'm born ready. Emmy laughs at my bravado, and we take off running. Yeah, I can do it. I keep a steady pace the whole time, breathing steadily. I still feel dead at the end, but at least I don't gasp like a fish out of water now. Emmy's positively beaming after the run today. Nice job, Hisao. You're improving. I know. That's why I run a lot. You'll be half as fast as me in no time, and you'll be half as short as me forever. Okay, that was mean. Sorry. I love you, Emmy. Last line is delivered with a teasing grin that I'll grown all used to. Oh, how exciting. Emmy begins to run her sprints while I take a cooldown lap. She's really pushing herself today. Well, that's because she missed yesterday, buddy. She's making up. Making time. Alright, you go twice as fast, you make up for a missed day. It's only science. Not really science, but it's only biology and anatomy and all the other shit. I have to burp. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Oh, much better. By the time I'm done with my lap, she's laying across one of the bleachers. I'm getting exhausted. Goodness, not pushing it a little too much today, are you? You did just have a cold, you'll recall. Emmy gives an unusual snort and sits up. Ha! I'm just trying to make up for the lost time, that's all. I went twice as hard today, you know. I know. A good run always gets the kinks out, you know? Clears the mind too, you know? Why do you say you know a lot? Oh, clears the mind. Emmy nods vigorously. Yep, it's a great outlet for that sort of thing. She does not explain further, and I don't ask. I suspect I know the real reason why she went so hard today. Being sick had nothing to do with it. Something's bothering her. Maybe the nightmare. Maybe something else. But it's not my place to pry. You're right. You want to pry? You're going to end up a small fry, and not in the game of love. You're going to get fucking ousted like that. Just boom. Gone. Alright, you pry, you die. That's the way. Alright, you want to know more? You're going to go the way to dinosaur. Alright, that's how you got to do it. Pry, die, more, dinosaur. Always going to end up bad things. Just leave it. Let the status quo stay the same. Just learn what you learn and react on it. She'd tell me if she wanted me to know. I'm sure that comes in handy. You have no idea. The sincerity in her voice confirms my suspicion. The only problem is, even though I know she'd tell me if she wanted me to know, I still want to know. Something on your mind, then? Emmy doesn't seem surprised by my question. Instead, she shrugs. Nah, it's not worth getting worried about. No. She seems as if she's trying to convince herself as much as she's convincing me. I open my mouth to ask if yesterday is responsible for her current state of mind, but think better of it. Too much of a risk taking that question the wrong way. Yeah, you and me sleeping together, was that caused some problems? Besides, I'm not even sure myself what to think about yesterday. You did the right thing, Hisao. You left early, and you didn't protrude or poke her. Really, I can only get about as far as I know how it felt after Emmy sleeping next to me before my brain shuts down. Oh, there's a girl next to me. The other head takes over and leads you down a path of despair. Having her before me now, covered in sweat and looking wryly at me, she's making it difficult to think. Yeah, I hear you. I do. We better hurry to see the nurse. We're running short on time. Yeah, I guess so. Aren't we always? Emmy laughs at this, a dry chuckle that seems most un-Emmy-like. She's lacking her Emmy-ish. Too true. For a brief moment, she looks like old, worn down by some old hurt. But just like yesterday, I can see her shouldering the burden, straightening up slightly. And then she's back to being Emmy again, in all of her Emminess. Come on, then! Okay, she springs away. With a sudden smile, she darts off. Hey, no fair. I can die. I take off after her, knowing I won't catch her by not caring. If there's no chance of catching her, I'll still run after her, because that's what you do when you're in love. You should really put on some pants, though, Emmy. Seriously. Emmy's waiting for me at the door as I arrive. Well, look who's finally shown up. Yeah, I'm not a fucking Speedy Gonzales. Enjoy your victory while you can. Emmy grins to the nurse, pokes his head out the door. That's his whole body. Well, there you are. Come on in, so. It's become a familiar routine by now. It's become a familiar routine by now. He checks my blood pressure and my heart rate. Bit fast today, isn't it, Miss Boy? Yeah, I kind of raced Emmy here. You know, I was flexing a bit too. Good stuff. The nurse laughs. That's never a good idea, Miss Boy. He leans in to whisper to me in a conspiratorial manner. I don't even have a voice for a conspiratorial manner. I don't think if you've heard, but Emmy's a bit of a track star, huh? I reel back in mock surprise. Really? She never mentioned it before. Two of us share a laugh. Did she do okay today? Cold seemed to bother her. Why don't you ask her? He rolls his eyes in exasperation. Of course I'm going to ask her too, but she did tell me that she didn't have any problems, regardless of whether or not she did. So I'm asking you because you're her friend, and would probably tell me if she had trouble today. When he puts it that way, well, it makes a lot more sense. She seemed, pretty good. A little more tired than usual, but to be expected if you have a cold. Nothing you should worry about. Now, the question I had for you, Mr. Nurse fellow character here with the purple hair and the weird little belt around his belt buckle that's not really centered with the lining of his shirt. Is she taking someone else's penis? And if it's yours, I will fucking come over there and I'll break you and choke you out with a stethoscope. She seemed pretty good today. She's always good. She was feeling already better when I dropped by yesterday, so I'm not that surprised. Nurse nods, though I noticed he tenses slightly when I mentioned yesterday's visit. Well, that's good to hear, Hisao boy. I figured it was a 24-hour thing. Emmy tends to recover quickly from the colds and the like. Hey, speaking of Emmy, are she and the track captain, well, you know, bumping uglies, taking a skin boat to tuna town, fishing for the pearl, raising the gate flag, you know, pitching the tent? Look of suspicion crosses his face. Why do you ask, Hisao boy? Well, it seems like they're kind of close, and well, I was curious, just plain right curious, you know, as a friend, I should know who she's hanging out with, right, to protect her. And I'd never ask her because that would be kind of embarrassing. So far, so good. Now they really sell it. Besides, I really think they make a cute couple. You know, I think they just look great together. That can't go both ways, because then, like, you put this idea in his head that potentially, yeah, maybe they are a cute couple, and then you completely fucking shoot yourself out of the picture. You gotta be careful. That's a suicide move, Sal. You did a suicide charge yesterday. You gotta be careful with that, because all of a sudden, boom, she's thinking, well, maybe we do look cute together. And then, bam, thank you, ma'am. You are no longer on Emmy's watch list. Let's see how he responds. Well, I don't suppose you're the first one to ask that. But I can say with some certainty the two of them will never do anything like that. The captain, well, he takes a dick. Certainty? What's so certain? Does he not have a penis? Is he a girl? Is it a sex change? What's going on? I'm confused. Yep. Not that I could tell you, of course. Confidential and all that. He doesn't have a penis, that limp dick motherfucker. I knew it. Sorry, I didn't mean to be that harsh. Good. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, right. You just like holding a secret over my head. That too, Sal boy. Right. Get out of here. I'm a busy man, you know. But come back if you want some private viewing, clinical time. I rolled my eyes at the last statement and out the door. Mentioned Emmy to go in. Hey, I'll be here. The whole time I'm trying to keep from doing a celebratory dance. Yeah. Aunts, yeah. The two of them will never do anything like that. Yeah. That's precisely the sort of thing I want to hear. I'm tempted to make some sort of move with Emmy right now. I think Nurse would probably disapprove. Besides, I still don't know how exactly Emmy feels about me. I mean, it's obvious that she cares about me as a friend, but something more than that? I can't be certain. Even so, I can't help but just feel hopeful. I need to figure out a good time to tell Emmy exactly how I feel. Emmy, listen up. I'm the Bay Harbor Butcher. No, Emmy, I love you. Emmy, I think you're cute and the legs don't bother me. Emmy, be my girl. Emmy, you're the greatest. Emmy, I don't want to spend my entire life chasing you. I just want to run right behind you. Not sexually, but lovely. This ink.